Alright, let's get one thing straight. You've seen the movies. You've heard the hype from tech bros in Silicon Valley. They want you to believe AI is this godlike entity, a digital brain about to solve world hunger, cure cancer, and maybe, just maybe, figure out the plot of Tenet. But here's the shocking truth, the deep-cut reality they don't put in the press release. Today's AI is less like a super genius and more like a toddler. A really smart toddler who somehow got a PhD in statistics. It can recite the entire internet, but it will still try to stick a fork in a toaster. This toddler can do incredible things. It can write a poem about your dog in the style of Shakespeare. It can compose a symphony. It can even pass the bar exam, which, let's be honest, says more about lawyers than it does about AI. But here's the catch. It doesn't understand any of it. It doesn't know what a dog is. It doesn't know what love feels like. It doesn't know why a poem can make you cry. It's just an incredibly powerful pattern-matching machine. It's like a student who memorized every answer for the test but has no idea what the questions mean. It has the book smarts but zero street smarts. We're not dealing with a new life form. We're dealing with a very complicated parrot. The gap between AI's book smarts and its lack of common sense leads to some truly epic fails. These aren't just funny little quirks. They are massive clues that the technology is nowhere near perfect. Take self-driving cars. The promise is a utopian future with no traffic jams or accidents. The reality? A few years ago, some Teslas on autopilot were reportedly getting confused by the moon. Yes, the moon. The system would mistake the big bright yellow circle in the sky for a yellow traffic light, causing the car to suddenly slow down on the highway. Think about that. The AI has more processing power than a NASA rocket, but it's still getting fooled by the same thing that makes werewolves go crazy. And it's not just cars. Let's talk about image generators. These things are wild, but they have a very public Achilles heel: hands. It will give people 6 fingers 7 a thumb growing out of their palm. It's because hands are incredibly complex. They have so many possible positions, and they are often partially hidden. They are neon signs flashing a huge warning: caution, no actual brain here. So why is AI still making these boneheaded mistakes? Why can't it just get it? The reason is simple. It has nothing to do with evil robots or sentient code. It all comes down to its diet. AI models are fed a diet of pure data. A massive all-you-can-eat buffet of the internet. AI has never stubbed its toe. It's never felt the sun on its face. It's never laughed so hard it cried. Think of it this way. You could read every book on how to ride a bike. You could analyze the physics. You could analyze the mechanics. You could analyze the biology of balance. You'd be the world's leading theoretical expert. But the first time you get on a bike, you'll fall. Knowledge is different from embodied knowledge. AI has all the book smarts but zero embodied experience. It lives in a digital world of text and pixels, detached from physical reality. That's why common sense is alien to AI. Until AI can have a body or safely interact with the physical world, it will stay brilliant but fundamentally clueless, trapped behind the screen. This might all sound like fun and games, like we're just laughing at silly robot pictures. But what happens when these flawed, toddler-brained AIs start making decisions that affect your actual life? That's when the computer says no problem becomes a full-blown crisis. We're already outsourcing huge decisions to automated systems, from who gets a loan, to who gets a job interview, to even how long someone might spend in jail. Imagine you're applying for a home loan. You've been a responsible person, but you had a rough patch 5 years ago due to a medical emergency. A human loan officer could look at your file, understand the context, and make a judgment call. But an AI might just see a red flag in the data, a statistical anomaly. It doesn't understand your story. It just sees a number that doesn't fit the approved pattern. The result? Access denied. You're locked out with no one to appeal to, because the decision was made inside a black box of code. This seeds our critical thinking and our moral responsibility to flawed algorithms that, as we know, can be easily fooled by the moon. Okay, let's talk about the big one. The question everyone is secretly or not so secretly terrified of: is AI coming for my job? The headlines are screaming about it. The consultants are making million-selling reports on it. And the answer is, it's complicated. The robots are taking all the jobs narrative is lazy. AI isn't going to replace everyone. but it is absolutely going to change almost every job. The real challenge isn't mass unemployment, it's mass redeployment and relearning. Think about what AI is good at: repetitive, data-heavy tasks. This frees up humans to do the things humans are uniquely good at: strategy, creativity, empathy. The future isn't you versus the machine. The future is you, augmented by the machine. The people who will thrive are the ones who learn how to work with AI, not against it. Here's one of the most dangerous and least understood truths about AI. It can be very, very biased. Inherit, amplify, and automate the worst prejudices and stereotypes buried in our society. This isn't because the programmers are secretly evil. It's because of that data diet we talked about. Amazon once tried to build an AI tool to help with hiring. The goal was to have it scan resumes and pick the best candidates, but the company had historically hired more men than women. It started penalizing resumes that included the word women's, as in women's chess club captain. It even downgraded graduates from 2 all-women's colleges. Amazon scrapped the project, but it was a terrifying glimpse into how easily AI can launder discrimination. So where does that leave us? It's easy to feel a little freaked out. We have these super powerful, toddler-brained, biased systems being plugged into every corner of our lives, all while being sold to us as a flawless utopia. It feels overwhelming. But this is not the moment to panic. This is the moment to get smart. This is the moment to become a critical consumer of technology. We have to be the adults in the room, and we, the people, get to decide how it's used. Let's